Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tales of Light. They say no one is happy in his life. Strange, right? If that is true, what are we all chasing? Tonight, meet Anthony, a boy who almost gave up on joy. And Robert, a quiet teacher with an unusual way to show him the key to a better life. Stay with me. What you hear next may change how you carry your days. Anthony was 17. A smart kid, kind eyes, a quiet voice. He lived in a small American town where mornings smelled like coffee and old trees. He worked hard, but inside his heart felt heavy. He looked at people and thought, they have it better. On his phone he saw perfect bodies, fast cars and sunny vacations. He saw smiles. He saw wins. He saw what he did not have. His mind made a list of missing things. It was a long list. At school, Anthony had a habit. He stayed after class and cleaned his desk with slow care. It helped his thoughts settle. One afternoon, Robert, his English teacher, watched him. Robert was in his mid-40s. Soft voice, clear eyes. The kind of person who listens to understand, not to reply. He wore the same navy cardigan most days. He liked stories. He believed stories could save people. Rough day, Robert asked. Anthony tried to laugh it off. Not rough, just empty. Empty how? Robert said. Anthony took a breath. Then words poured out. Pressure, money, looks, friends, college, family, time, fear, and the worst part. He said he could not find one truly happy person. Not one, Robert nodded. He did not rush. He did not judge. He reached into his desk and pulled out a small notebook. The cover was worn. The pages were full. What's that? Anthony asked. A book of problems, Robert said. Every year I write down what students tell me. Not names, just feelings. I keep it to remind myself something important. What? Anthony said. That no one is free from pain, Robert answered. But some learn to carry it better. Anthony stared at the notebook. So, there is no real happiness. There is real happiness, Robert said. Just not the kind you think. Want to see it for yourself? How? Anthony asked. Give me 3 days, Robert said. Each day after school we walk. You observe, you ask. You write down what is true, not what you fear. Not what you imagine. What is true, Anthony agreed. He did not know why. Maybe it was the way Robert looked at him. Calm, certain, like a safe harbor. That night, Anthony could not sleep. He kept thinking about the notebook. He wondered what his page would say. Day 1. After school, the sky was pale and cold. They walked down Main Street. The town was alive. Cars, buses, footsteps, a dog barking. A baby laughing somewhere far away. Robert said, Today we look at faces. And we listen. They passed the school gym. Through the window, Anthony saw the star athlete doing rehab. A knee brace wrapped tight. The boy's jaw was clenched. He looked angry. He looked scared. I thought he had everything, Anthony whispered. Today he has a fear, Robert said. Honor that. They walked on. At the corner store, the owner, a man with a thick mustache, rubbed his temples behind the counter. He smiled at customers. But when they left, his eyes looked wet. Maybe bills, Robert said. Maybe a sick parent. We never know the whole story, Anthony nodded. He kept a small note in his phone. He typed simple words. People hide pain. They crossed the park. A young mother sat on a bench feeding her baby. She laughed at something on her phone. Then she put the phone down and stared into space for a long time. Her smile faded. She wiped a quick tear when no one was looking. Anthony looked away. His throat felt tight. Why do we pretend? He asked. We don't always pretend, Robert said. Sometimes we choose the moment we can carry. As they left the park, a janitor pushed a cart toward the school. He hummed a tune and tapped his foot. Simple joy, calm, he moved like a man at peace. See that? Robert said. Happiness is not the whole life. It is a moment inside a life. That evening, Anthony wrote down 3 lines. No one is free of problems. Some moments are gentle. Comparison turns gentle moments hard. Day 2. Rain. The kind that makes the town smell like wet leaves. Anthony almost cancelled. Robert was already waiting by the door with an umbrella. Today, we ask, Robert said. With kindness, they stopped at the bakery. The baker, a woman with flour on her cheeks, handed them warm bread ends. Robert asked, What makes a good day for you?" She laughed. "A good day is when the first batch rises right, and my kid texts that he got home safe. What about a bad day?" Robert asked. "When the oven breaks," she said, "or my hands ache so much I cannot fold dough." They thanked her. They walked on. At the bus stop, an older man sat with a cane. Robert asked the same question. "A good day?" The man said, "When I make it to the park and back." He smiled. "And when I remember the punchline of a joke from 1972. And a bad day?" Robert said, "When the pain makes me choose the stairs or the dishes," the man said. They thanked him too. They kept moving. Anthony felt a weight in his chest. Not a heavy weight, a human weight. He typed 3 more lines. Good days are small, bad days are real. People balance both. That night he fell asleep quickly, which surprised him. He dreamed of a seesaw. On one side, problems. On the other side, small good things. The board wobbled but did not break. Day 3, the sun returned. Clear, sharp air. Robert said, "Today you tell your truth." "My truth?" Anthony asked. "Yes," Robert said. "Say it out loud." "To yourself first, then to someone safe." They walked to a small hill behind the school. From there, you could see the whole town. The water tower, the spire, the highway, the tiny moving dots that were people going home. "Your turn," Robert said. Anthony swallowed. He spoke in short bursts. "I am tired of pretending. I compare my life to others. I feel behind. I feel ugly some days. I worry about money. I worry about being alone. I scroll too much. I cannot stop. I keep waiting for a big happy day. It never comes." His voice shook. He tried to stop, but more words came. "And when I look around, I think no one is truly happy. So what is the point?" The words landed in the air. They did not break the world. They just sat with them like birds on a wire. Robert stepped closer. He did not answer first. He let silence do its work. Then he spoke. "I hear you. I've felt many of those things too." "You?" Anthony said. "But you seem okay," Robert smiled. "I am okay. And sometimes I am not. My father passed last year. I still call his number by accident. I miss him. Some mornings I stand in my kitchen and cry. And then I make tea. I go teach. I look for one good thing to carry me to noon. Then one good thing to carry me to evening. I do not chase the whole life's happiness at once. I build small bridges across the day." Anthony's eyes filled again. He had never heard an adult say it like that, but Robert said, "There is a trap you must learn to escape." "What trap?" Anthony asked. "The trap of all or nothing," Robert said. "If you think that either you are fully happy or nothing matters, you will miss the good that is already here." Something inside Anthony cracked open. It hurt, and it helped. Robert took off his backpack and pulled out 2 jars. One was empty. The other was filled with small stones. "What is this?" Anthony asked. "A simple practice," Robert said. "This jar is your day. The stones are moments, some heavy, some light." He handed the full jar to Anthony. "Pour them out," Anthony did. The stones made a soft sound on the grass. "Now," Robert said, "name your heavy ones from today. Pick a dark stone for each." Anthony picked 3 dark stones. "Worry about money. A hard test. A comment on my photo that made me feel small." "Good," Robert said softly. "Now the light ones. Name them." "Be specific." Anthony paused. He closed his eyes. He waited for something real. Then he spoke. "The baker's warm bread end. It tasted like kindness." The old man's joke. "I did not hear the punchline, but I felt the joy. Sun on this hill. The way it touches the water tower." He kept going. "A text from my cousin. My mom's humming in the kitchen this morning. The way the rain smelled yesterday." "Your cardigan," he said, laughing through tears. "It makes me feel safe." They put a light stone for each. The jar filled slowly with pale shapes. "Which weighs more?" Robert asked. Anthony looked at the 2 piles. The heavy stones were real, but the light stones were more. The jar with light stones felt full. Not complete, not perfect, but full. "I thought I had no happiness," Anthony whispered. "I was wrong. I had no attention." Robert nodded. "Pain asks for attention. Give it care. But do not give it the steering wheel," Anthony breathed. The air felt new. The town felt new. His life felt the same. And not the same. "Remember this," Robert said. "No one is happy in his life all the time. That is not how life works. But everyone can practice happy moments in his day. That is how a life is built. Anthony looked at the jar again. He felt a strange strength rising from a quiet place within. Not loud, not manic, steady. Can I keep this? He asked. Keep the idea, Robert said. The stones are from my garden. They both laughed. The laugh stayed with them all the way down the hill. Over the next weeks, Anthony changed small things. He stopped checking his phone first thing in the morning. Instead, he sat by the window for 1 minute and watched the light move across the table. 1 minute became 2, sometimes 3. It was enough. He made a list of small, true goals. Finish homework before dinner. Drink water. Text grandma. Walk 15 minutes. He crossed them off. The act of crossing felt good, measurable, honest. He saved a little cash from his weekend job and bought a simple notebook. On the first page, he wrote 3 small, true things. Each night he filled the page. A sound, a taste, a face, a color, a breath. Some days the page felt hard, but he always found 3. He started helping at the library on Thursdays. He shelved books. He lifted chairs. He answered small questions. He realized service made his worries quieter. He went home tired and light. He noticed he still had bad days. Of course he did. Problems did not vanish, but they did not rule him. On bad days, he named it a bad day and took smaller steps. On good days, he let himself feel good without fear that pleasure would make him weak. He let joy be joy. One afternoon, he stopped by Robert's class. He handed him a folded paper. Inside, there were 6 words, I am building a life. Thank you, Robert smiled. Keep going, he said, and share what you learn. So here is the lesson. No one is happy in his whole life. It is not a fair target. A human life is full of weather, sun, rain, wind, calm. You cannot control the sky, but you can carry an umbrella. You can open your window when the air is sweet. You can light a candle in the dark. Happiness is not a prize at the end. It is a practice in the middle. It is the way you place your feet on the ground each morning. It is the way you speak to yourself when you slip. It is the grace you give others when they fail. It is attention on purpose for small, true things. If you feel lost today, try this. Name 3 small, true things. Put 1 into service. Put 1 into gratitude. Put 1 into movement. Repeat tomorrow. If this story touched you, take a breath with me. Then do 1 small kind act for yourself or someone near you today. If you want more stories like this video, drop a comment with the small true things you noticed today. Share it with a friend who needs hope. And subscribe to Tales of Light. Your support helps us bring more light to more people, 1 story at a time.